Why do I do what I do? Well, of course, for me it's very important to work towards a better world. And the important part, the thing I think is most urgent at the moment is the sustainability issue, climate change. And what I do, and I'm trying to move my business in that direction more and more, is to help with visuals, with illustration, with videos, animation, to help spread that message of urgency, but also of inspiration about it, how a better world would actually look like. So what I actually do is I make illustrations, I make videos, but what I try to help people to make complex issues, abstract issues, more understandable and fun and beautiful. So because of being more simple and more beautiful. Yeah. So I joined a few of the sessions, and what we did first was introduce ourselves and what we like to do, what we do, but also what we struggle with. So there were some very concrete issues on the table and that we committed to work on in the following weeks. And in my case, I had this website that needed to go online, and it actually worked really quick. I did it. So of course there's this concrete goal that I had that I wanted to achieve, but the session is also about getting to know more people. When you're an entrepreneur which is independent, you spend a lot of time alone, and it's good to be with other people and discuss your problems, and they have their insights. So that was really helpful. And in my personal case, it also meant that I partnered up with someone to work on something in which we would mutually benefit. And that was really good. So a very nice outcome. Well, the topics we talked about, Jessica had a lot of tools to offer. So we talked about, I think there were 4 circles in which we would we have to have a good business. You have a dimension of course, of money, but there's also the dimension of things you're good at. There's the dimension of your purpose, and in the 4th dimension, it's slipping my mind right now. But anyway, we had a few of these tools that she used so that we would clarify our goals and why we're doing it. And another thing was also to really to think about target audience, to think about how to do that. If once you have your target audience, how am I going to contact them, communicate with them? So think about how you design your products. So not very far yet, but the most important thing is listen to your customers, ask them. So those are things that were discussed in the sessions. The result that I actually did my website, that was more of a peer pressure thing. But what I worked on also, I'm still working on it, is I made a survey. It took me some time to put the survey together, and now I'm trying to reach as many people as possible. So I included it in my newsletter. Still not as much response as I would like, so there's work to do there to get people really to work on it. And so that's the thing. I'm also working more on acquisition, and acquisition my way. So for me, acquisition is another word for sharing knowledge. So these are things I'm working on. Okay, so we did the sessions, and what was for me important about the sessions and valuable is that we had a small group. Not too small, but small enough to have a lot of attention for your own strugglings, ideas, and so forth. And of course, there's this playful element that we also do some energizers in between to, stay awake and have fun while we're working, which is very important. I think I would recommend these sessions to entrepreneurs who are used to work alone. And even if they are at this building and working together with other entrepreneurs, it's not the same to actually get down to it an afternoon with a group of people and work, and have this group of people doing peer pressure on you to actually achieve. But it's not only about peer pressure, it's also about inspiration, about motivation, and about learning together. And I guess startups might benefit as well if they're relatively small. Ja, ik denk dat ik het al gezegd heb. Dat je inderdaad gewoon mensen verbindt. Dus,
ja. Perfect. Alright, high five!
High five! Nee.
Ik convert iedereen dat ze gewoon al mijn producten kopen.
Nee.